Okay, so today's question comes from Sam, who writes, Christina, I feel like I am producing the most beautiful self-tapes at home. All right, good for you, Sam. My question is, why am I not booking? These tapes look amazing. I feel like the work is good, but I can't get over the hump. How can I get to the other side? All right, Sam. Now, I'm going to try to answer this question as best I can, but you have to understand that I have not seen your tapes. I'm not looking at them. I'm just going off of what you have presented in your question. So, here goes. It does not matter if you produce the most beautiful aesthetic to your self-tape if you are missing the critical ingredients of understanding your character's purpose and looking at that character through the writer's lens. Here's what I mean. The writer has written your character into that story for a reason. Whether your character is the lead in that story or whether you are the supporting character in that story, you have a purpose to which only your character can serve. So number one, if you have not taken the time to identify that purpose, write it down, explore it, get behind it, try to look through the writer's lens, then you've missed a critical primary step in your homework. Number two, if you have not fully explored and researched the project, the world of the project that you're stepping into as that character, then you've missed your calling that day to audition. And it is a calling. It's an opportunity, yes, for work, but it's also a calling. Let's look at it that way for a moment, if we can. We're all storytellers, yes? The writer writes the story, the director paints the portrait of the story, and the actors deliver the heart of the story. They push the story forward through their living within the skin of the characters. Everybody's got a purpose in the storytelling. So if you're not approaching your audition first from a storytelling perspective, then you're missing the entire point. Why am I in the scene? What's the point of the scene in the overall arc to the overall story? What purpose would not be served if my character wasn't written into the story? We don't tend to step back and consider those things, but they're critical to understanding how to deliver the goods in your self-tape. Because trust me, that's what the writers are looking for. They know the reason why they wrote your character. They know the story that they're trying to tell. So if you're not on the same page with them, approaching your self-tape from that angle and that perspective, well, you're more than likely missing the heart of your audition. And you want to deliver it in such a way that's honest, that doesn't sound scripted, because we don't want to detect the script. All of these critical performance ingredients, the research, playing in your sandbox of research before you even step in front of the lens on that day that you tape. This is the juice. These are the goods. So yeah, you could have a tape that doesn't have the best aesthetic to it, but if you're delivering all of that purpose and that juice, what do you think the writer is going to respond more favorably to? The tape that looks fantastic and has the best aesthetic but is missing the point of the story? Or the tape that doesn't have the best aesthetic and has all of the juice of the story and your character's purpose that the writer's looking for? What do you think is going to win out at the end of the day? The goal, if we really want to just kill it at the end of the day, yeah, have an amazing aesthetic and have an amazing performance. It's a win-win. Here at the studio, that's my goal. I put actors on tape all the time, and yeah, absolutely, I want them to shine aesthetically. I want the best picture. I want the best lighting that I can produce for them. I want the best sound to support the work.
So no one's seen a car full of people who say they was here yesterday. All right.
But even I know that with all of that beautiful aesthetic, if I'm not pulling that performance out of that actor and helping them to deliver upon all of those ingredients that I just mentioned, the juice of the story, the purpose of your character, driving that story forward, delivering it in an honest way that does not feel scripted, that feels completely authentic in the moment and present. If those critical ingredients aren't leading the charge, it doesn't matter how beautiful the picture is. At the end of the day, the writer has written your character for a reason. Make sure that you're connected to that reason first, and then jump into the sandbox of exploration of how you can bring that purpose forward. The self-tape setup is there to help you shine, but the work needs to be the primary ingredient and your primary focus first. All right, Sam. So I would encourage you to double check yourself on those critical ingredients, make sure that they're there, and then see what happens with your awesome self-tape setup. And write me back and let me know if that helps to change things for you. Okay, so that is my A to your Q. I certainly hope it helps. Until next time, be good to yourselves, be good to the world, and I'll catch you on the next question. Bye.